we
This
have a
conference will now be
subsidiary.
recorded.
By using these increment or decrement operators, we can able to increment only one value. Say suppose, so here I will specify something to you guys. So instead of using increment, instead of using increment or decrement operators, we will go with, so instead of using increment or decrement operators, we will go with we will go with assignment operators in Python. So in Python, instead of using these increment or decrement operators, we will go with Python. I mean, we'll go with assignment operators. Say suppose coming to increment, I mean, in other programming languages, increment or decrement in the sense we can able to perform pre and post. Pre increment, that is plus plus. I mean, I will specify operators plus plus and minus minus. So in these, I mean, actually by using these increment or decrement operators, we can able to increase only one value. Then if I want to increase by 2, in that case, how can we proceed, guys? Actually, for increment in other programming languages, we have increment operators, so we can able to increase. Say suppose I want to increase by 2. In that case, how can we proceed? I hope you are getting my point. Just consider C programming language because that is basic for all, right? So that, so inside, by using these increment or decrement, we can able to use plus plus and minus minus. Then I mean, this increment operator or decrement operator is enough to increase by value by 1. If in case I want to increase value by 2, say suppose, here I'm going to specifying, I'm initializing a value 1. Just I'm giving examples to you guys. For this value, you can able to increase by 1, that is a plus plus will increase value by 1, that is over. If in case now I want to, yes, absolutely. So it just considers C programming. So by using this statement, we can able to increase value by 1, that is fine. Now I want to increase a value by 2. I mean, increase a value by 2. In that case, how can we proceed, guys? Python, I mean, Java, I mean, C++, Java will also support increment by 2, but for that we won't use increment operators, guys. For that we have to use assignment operators. So in that case, if these by using these assignment operators, we can able to increase value by 1 also. Say suppose here I will show you guys. So here I will show you. So you just open ideally, there I will show you, then you will get more clarity. Just open ideally in your system, there I will show you. But Python won't support increment and decrement operators, guys. You have to remember that. In Python, there is no increment and decrement operators. Please remember that. Instead of these, we are going to using assignment operators. So by using these assignment operators, we can able to increase value. I mean, by using these, we can able to increase value by one at the same way. I mean, by one or more, will increase value by one or more. This statement is enough. So by using increment or decrement operators, we will increase by one only. But by using these assignment operators, we can increase value by one or more. That means, okay, in a single statement, I can able to increase by two also. For that, we have a few types of operators. Those are addition, assignment. So for that, assignment operator is addition, assignment, plus is equal to, minus is equal to, that means subtraction assignment also available. Then multiplication assignment is also available. Then division assignment is available. Then modulo assigning. Then floor assignment at the same way. At the same way, exponential assignment is also available. We have these type of, even other programming languages also will support these kind of assignments guys, except double slash and exponential, because these two operators belongs to Python only. So other operations, other operators will support in other will support in other programming language also. Now we'll see small example for these operators, then you will get more clarity. So here I have a IDE. So here I want to check, I want to initialize a value, a is equal to, 5 I'm giving, and initially a value is 5. Now I want to increase a value by 1. For that we will go with addition assignment. So a plus is equal to, in the sense a plus is equal to, I mean I want to increase this value by 1 only, so that a plus is equal to 1 in the sense, a plus 1 is equal to, in the sense, here I will show you. So meaning of this statement is a plus is equal to 1 in the sense it is equal to, it is equivalent to, like this, a is equal to a plus 1. This statement is equal to, I mean this statement is equal to a plus 1 is equivalent to a is equal to a plus 1. That means whatever the value is existed inside a, I mean for that number I'm going to adding 1, then I'm storing that addition value to a only, to, I mean inside a only. Say suppose here I'm increasing, I mean value, yeah, initially I have value a is equal to 5. So for that statement I'm trying to adding a value 1 to a, then I'm storing inside a only. That is the meaning of the statement guys. So this statement is equivalent to a is equal to a plus 1. That means we are trying to adding 1 by a, I mean with a, then we are storing that addition result inside a only. That means this a plus is equal to 1 in the sense it will try to add, I mean it will try to perform addition, I mean 5 plus 1, then it will store inside a only. So for your clarity, quickly check, a value is 6, a value is 6. Same way I can able to increase value by 5 also. Now I want to increase, actually inside here I have a value 6. So for this 6, I mean for this a I want to add by 5. So for that case I will write like this, a plus is equal to, so here I will specify addition value. Now we just check, a value is 11, a becomes 11. Same way you can able to apply subtraction also. So a minus is equal to, a minus is equal to, I am specifying 1, a minus minus, a minus minus in the sense we have to decrease value by 1, decrease operator, right? So here you can check, actually here a value is, in this statement a value is 11. After running this statement a minus is equal to 1 I am specifying. That means, I mean meaning of this statement is a minus minus, a minus minus. In this case you just observe, a value is 10. In this case a value is 10. That means here I specified something. Wait, give me a second, I have to adjust it. That is over. A minus is equal to 1. That means a value decreased by 1. Same way I can able to decrease value by 2 also. For that I will specify a is equal to, I mean a minus is equal to, so here I'm using subtraction assignment with by 2. So in this case a value is 8. Same way you can apply multiplication division, I mean multiplication division, modulo assignment, floor division assignment, exponential assignment also. So all will work fine guys. You just try your own inside your system. If you have any query, I mean if you have any doubt regarding to this, I will answer you. Okay, next one, membership operators, important one guys. So these two are new in this programming language guys. Actually you have ever seen these in other programming languages. So here we will see all those. So first we'll see membership. So coming to membership operators. So membership operators, I mean by using these operators we can able to, I mean here I will write something, by using these by using these operators by using these operators we can check a specific value. We can check a specific value in a in a sequence in a sequence. So this statement is enough for membership operators. By using these membership operators, we can check a specific value in a sequence. From a sequence, we have to find out a given number is existed or not. For this purpose, we have to check like arrays. Actually, you had arrays, right? So in Python, we will use list tuples, dictionaries. We have. So from those list sequence in the sense series or else a group, from to check a specific value is existed in that specific group or not. For that case, we have to go with these membership operators, guys. So these membership operators are we have two different types of operators. Those are in. Second one is the not in and not in. So these are the words, guys. So won't provide any won't pro- I mean don't consider this is as a word. That's not a single word. Not is a different keyword. In is also different one. Actually, these are the keywords. At the same time, we will call these are the operators also. In and not in. So coming to in operator. I mean, these membership operators will return Boolean values. It will return Boolean values. Boolean values in the sense we already know those are true or false cases. So coming to in the sense in operator will return true if a value existed in a sequence. If operator in operator will return okay, in operator will returns I mean it returns if a sequence I mean if a specific value is existed in a sequence. Then not in it is completely return I mean reverse to in. If a value is not it I mean this not in operator will return true if if a specific value is not existed in a sequence. So suppose here I will show you small example, then you will get clarity. So here I am going to defining a array like a sequence. So I suppose a is equal to I am going to defining array here. So I hope you already know array syntax. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here I have a sequence of numbers inside A. A is equal to index brackets. In index brackets, I specified few values, that is from 1 to 7. Now I have a array with me. That is inside here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I want to find out if a specific value is existed in that group or not. Is existed in that group or not. As per my statement, by using these operators, we can check a specific value in a sequence or not. In a sequence. So for that we have a two different operators. So first we will go with in operator. Say suppose I want to know I want to know 5. I want to know 5 is existed in that sequence or in that group. So in 5 in from list we have to check, right? I have to check that 5 is existed inside A or not. Actually here A is a sequence or A is a array or it is a group of values we have. So from that 5 in A I'm telling. So in that meaning of this, I mean in this case Python interpreter will consider these 5 value is existed in that A or not. So if it is existed, this in operator will return true. That means 5 is existed in that array. I mean in that group. So it returns true. Same way, we can able to check other than the value 78. I want to know 78 is existed in that A or not. 78 in A. 78 in A. 78 is existed. 78 is existed. I mean sorry, it's not existed. Sorry for that. 78 is not existed. So that we got Now it is fine. Okay, 78 is not existed in that group, so that in operator returns false. Then we will see not in operator also. So I want to check 4. 4 not in, not in, not in A. That means actually these 4 is existed inside A, so that not in operator return false, because that 4 is existed in that group now, so that not in operator returns false. Same way, this not in operator will returns true if a specific value is not existed in that group. Say suppose here 67 I am finding 67 not in 67 not in K. That means I am trying to saying this 67 value is not existed inside A. That is true. 67 is not existed. That is true. So actually to implement this logic in other programming languages, max we have to write 5 to 6 lines of code, guys. We have to write 5 to 6 lines of code to implement this one. But in Python we will go with these membership operators to find a value in a given sequence. I hope it is clear to all. I hope membership operator is clear now. So please reply me
Yes,
in
sir.
chat box. Thank you Navina, thank you Subhan, thank you Viray. Fine guys, now we will see last and final one. Last and final one, that is identity operators. Last and final one, identity operators. So identity operators in the sense, I mean, by using identity operators, we will check by using identity operators, we will check by using these we can, I mean, these identity operators also will be useful to find out given values are equal or not. For that case we will go with these identity operators. So for that, I mean, for comparison purpose we'll go with by using these identity operators we'll compare, yeah, we'll compare two different objects, two objects. This is enough. We compare two objects. So for that case we have two different operators. One is the is, another one is the not. Is not, sorry, is and is not. By using these operators we will compare two different objects, not a values, guys. For comparing values we will go with double is equal to operators. For comparing objects of a values, then we will go with is and is not. So these identity operators also, these operators also will return these operators also will return boolean values. So here we will check, I mean, we will see few examples for these identity operators, then you will get more clarity. Say suppose I want to check values, I mean values. Is 1 1 is 1. So here I'm trying to checking, is that one value object of this one is equal to value of this one. I'm trying to checking. So both objects are same, objects are same. One is one, that is equal to, I mean, for comparing values also we'll use this one is one. So one is equal to one, that is true. Same way I'm giving one is one, I mean two is one. In that case two is equal, I mean two is not equal to one. Same way we can able to compare strings also. A B C, ABC is ABC. I'm checking ABC is ABC. So ABC is equal to ABC. Here I'm giving values directly, so that we are getting. If we will initialize the values, if we will initialize the values like this, A is equal to 10, I'm initializing. Then B is equal to 20, I'm initializing. In this case also you can able to consider like this. A is B. So inside A I have a value 10, inside B I have a value 20. So in this case that's false, because A value is not equal to B, so that we are getting this one. So if I will give A is not B, in this case is not operator will returns true if both values are not equal. Both values, if both variables have no same value, then this operator will return true, because inside A we have a value 10, inside B we have a value 20, so that it will return true. For comparison purpose, we will go with identity operators guys. And one more thing, remember, for comparing characters, I mean strings, we will prefer these identity operators. I mean right now I'm using interactive mode, so that comparing these numbers is fine. If you are trying to comparing a integer values, in that case, I mean in interactive mode, it will work fine. If you are going to scripting mode, in that case you can't compare two integer values, because identity operators will compare objects of a values, objects of values, so that integer values won't store same object. But we will use for comparing strings, strings will store same objects guys. I hope it is clear now. What's the use of identity operators in Python? For comparison purpose, we'll go guys. Please reply me in chat box. Yeah, thank you. That's fine. Okay, now we will see few keywords guys, because you have to know what is the keyword, what is the operator and everything, right? So we will see few keywords. So I will specify what's the keyword and everything. Keywords. So I hope you heard about keywords, right? In programming language, you heard about keywords. Can anyone tell me what is the keyword guys? What is the keyword? Then what's the use of keywords in in programming language? Anyone reply me, then based on your response I will proceed. No worry, if you know, you please specify, otherwise I will tell you what is the keyword, then what is the use of keyword in programming language. Even in C language also you heard about keywords. Then even C++, Java, I mean each and every programming language should maintain their own keywords. Even Python also will maintain their own keyword based on the versions. Each and every version we will get we will get new keywords in Python. So here I will specify. So keywords in the sense, uh, keyword will convey keywords. So keywords will convey convey something. Here I got something from keywords can command the program, sir. Absolutely, absolutely. So keywords can command the program. Yes, absolutely, they command. Then any other answers, please? I got one answer. It has a special meaning. Absolutely. Keywords have a special meaning. I mean, those are the specially reserved keywords. We will say like that also. Keywords are the special keywords in programming languages. That means special variables, reserved keywords or something. Special functionality also have, like if or in else. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. These are the specially reserved variables uh, in programming languages. So these keywords, all these keywords, data. Okay, okay, fine, fine. Thanks for you all. Thanks for your responses, guys. We can absolutely, we can't use keywords as a variables. Thank you. So here we will see. I will specify what these keywords will do in programming. Keywords will convey something, will convey something to interpreter. Say suppose as per Python programming languages, keywords will convey something to interpreter. So here we are, I mean here Python is a purely interpreter programming language, right? So that here it will convey something to interpreter. If you will go with C programming languages, if you will go C programming, there these keywords will convey something to compiler. If you will go with C++, there also it will I mean convey to compiler only. If you will go with Java, there these keywords will convey both compiler and interpreter. will convey something to interpreter. Convey in the sense, so commanding also, it will try to command. So we will see few list of keywords in Python guys. So so for theoretical purpose we will say, I mean, we can able to add few more points also guys. These are the specially reserved words. So keywords will do something functionality also something. So you just remember all those guys. Here are just specifying exact meaning. So you please try to observe your mic guys. I think something disturbance from someone. Convey something to interpreters. Say we will see list of keywords in Python. Right now I'm using 3.7.3 version I have. I think you have latest one, that is 3.9 or something. Based on the versions you will get keywords wise. Remember that. Now I want to find keywords in Python. For that case I'm going to using a special function guys. Help, I want to know keywords inside Python. So for that I'm calling help function. So when I call help something like this, help, that is a function. So open brackets and close brackets is mandatory, so that you have to specify, then press enter. So this Python interpreter will navigate from interactive mode to some other wizard. So here we have to type a uh, from here we have to get keywords. So here I'm taking help from help wizard, so that here I'm typing keywords. So I want to know keywords in Python, so that I'm typing here. So here I'm getting keywords. So not only keywords, even if you want to know any concept name, I mean regarding to any concept, you just call help method. There you can specify concept name. So here keywords I want to know, so that I'm using keywords. So here it is a here is a list of Python keywords. Enter any keyword to get more. If in case here it is this help wizard suggesting to us, that is, if you want to know more about these regarding to these keywords, you have to type that keyword, then you will get further information regarding to this. So it is suggesting us like this. So here I have three keywords guys: false, class, from, or, none, continue, global, pass, true, define, if, rise, and delete, import, return, as, if, something something. All these are the keywords existed inside my Python 3.7 version. Python 3.7 version. Okay, here from this list of keywords, you already heard few keywords, right? Did you find few? Even few operators, I mean, few keywords will works like as a operators also. Did you notice that? Few keywords will work like as a operators also. So please notice all those. What are those? Operators are the same. I mean, keywords will work like as a operators also. Did you mention what are those? So we also know false and true is also available. Those are the Boolean values. Boolean values, absolutely Boolean values. Then here R is a R is a operator, right? R belongs to which operator, guys? R belongs to here. R is a keyword. I mean keyword. This R is also work like as a operator. R belongs to which operator? That is belongs to relational, right? Relational operator. Then true is a Boolean value. Then you don't know, and is a membership operator. Then return, I think if you know functions, then there you will get. So here I'm specifying few only. Then in belongs to membership operator. Then is belongs to identity operator. Then not, not in the sense, that is also belongs to logical operators. That is also logical operator. So you know for also, for in the sense, that is a looping statement. So Max, you know all these concepts, guys. I will explain one by one later. I mean, based on situation, I will explain everything, guys. You don't worry about all these. Okay, is also membership operators, not in something. Here else is a conditional statement. I will explain those. Okay, now we will see conditional statement, guys. If need, please use your command. Your interactive mode. There you can get something. There you can get something. Okay, now I want to come out from this help wizard. For that, I mean, if you want to know something, I mean, more about this operator, you please try to enter something like this. So here I want to know uh, in, just I want to know in, so that I'm typing in operator here, just I'm typing in. So I'm getting something here about in operator. So I want to know about in operator, so that here I typed in, then I press enter. Here I'm getting something membership test operations. Membership test operations. This is the entire theory regarding to that, guys. If you want to know more about that operator, you can go this. Otherwise, you just type exit. No need to type exit. You just press enter to go. I mean, come out from other. I mean, from in interactive mode. I mean, in command prompt, we have to use exit. But in interactive mode, they need to type exit. You just press enter, guys. In help, you press enter. You come out from help wizard to interactive mode. That is over. Now we will see another one, guys. That is, so actually for finding keywords we have another way also, that is by using importing. So actually you don't know what is the package and something na, for that reason I'm not going to importing keywords module in Python. I mean, I gave only one way to you to finding list of keywords. Actually we have another way, that is we can able to import keywords. Import statement we will use to import list of keywords, guys. Okay, when we will get when we will come, I mean, we will discuss packages and modules, then I will explain you how to import all these keywords. Now we will see conditional control statements. Conditional control statements. So the, I mean, the statement says conditional control statements, in the sense it will control, I mean, conditional control statements will control flow of the program execution. So the name says conditional control statements. Conditional control statements, in the sense these conditional control statements will control flow of the program execution. Flow of the program execution it will control. For that we have a number of ways. For controlling flow of execution, we have number of ways, guys. So in that, for that we have number of ways. For that, in the sense, for controlling this flow of program execution, we have a number of ways. In that, from that one is, I mean, in that first one is the conditional statements. I mean, we have number of ways now. In that ways, first one is the conditional statement. Another one is the looping or iterative statements. Second one is the iterative statements. Then third and last one is jump statements. We have three different ways actually. Here I specify number of, instead of using number of ways, we have three ways. One is the, by using conditional statements you can able to control flow of the execution. Then by using loopings or iterative statements also will control the flow of the execution. Then jump statements also will control flow of the execution. So here I'm getting sequential structure. Sorry, these are the three ways we have in programming, guys. So actually you can able to get, I mean, you can able to specify same theory in other programming languages also. You won't change it. Theoretical part, guys, theoretical part is common for all languages. But we have to observe syntax. Just we have to observe syntax. Now here we will see conditional statements. What is the conditional statement? So conditional statements. First, we will see what is the conditional statement. So, conditional statements are conditional statements. So conditional statements in the sense, so you already know those are right. So what are the conditional statements, guys? As per other programming languages, what are the conditional statements in programming languages? If else, nested if else, then if else ladder. Same way. If else, nested if, then else if, ladder. These are the four available. If else, nested if, then else if ladder. Else if ladder. These are the four four statements we have in Python. So in these conditional statements, as per other programming languages, we have one more also, right? Do you know what is that? In other programming languages, instead of not only this, we have one more also. Absolutely, Subhan. Absolutely. What is that? Switch statement. Switch statement is also belongs to conditional statement, but in Python there is no switch statement, guys. In C, C++, Java, and even .NET also, we will find switch concept, switch statement. But in Python there is no switch. For that we have a dictionaries concept. Instead of using dist, we will go with instead of using switch statement, we will go with dictionaries wise. So in Python there is no switch. You have to remember that. Now we will see if one. So uh, while going to these conditional statements, you have to, before this conditional statement, you have to you have to know one concept, guys, that is intentation. You have to know that one. So while explaining a problem, then you will get clarity, guys. So so first we will see example regarding to this one. Yes, absolutely. So we'll see one small example for this if statement. So for that, it's better to open, it's better to take new file, guys. So I'm taking new file, control N, control N. So here we will see how statements will execute, how if statement will execute. So before going to these conditional control statements, you have to know indentation. What is the indentation or something? First we will see with what how syntax will write in Python, then if statement will write in Python, then you can get clarity about indentation. So here I'm going to using if statement. If gap, absolutely gap, indentation in the sense, here I will show you guys. If this, if I mean actually if is a keyword also, guys. Even you can find if in keywords also. If is a keyword, at the same time you can use if as a function also. This if will convey something to interpreter, like this if statement will try to convey to interpreter. Here I have a something statement. We have to use this statement for comparison. For comparison purpose, we will go with if statement. So here I'm going to specifying something, uh, 4 less than 6. So this is belongs to relationship operators, guys. 4 less than 6, I'm specifying. That means inside if we have to specify, uh, we have to specify true or false cases. So here if of condition. So here my condition is 4 less than 6. So actually in C programming we have to use like this, na? Flower brace open, flower base close will specify. So but in Python we won't use these flower bases. Why? Instead of these flower bases, we can use colon operator. If followed by colon. Instead of using flower bases in Python, we have to specify colon. If condition, then colon. Even there is not necessary to specify parenthesis also, guys. You can able to remove this one also. You can able to remove. Just provide space. If space 4 less than 6. There is no necessary to specify brackets, but it's better to specify. Then we will get clarity. For our clarity purpose, we have to use parenthesis here. Otherwise, there is no need. In this case, Python is not a sensitive. Okay, 4 less than 6. Then condition followed by colon is mandatory. So now you can observe when I press after colon, when I press keyword, it will try to taking. This editor will taking gap from left hand side. So that is indentation. That means if you will write something here, print of something I am writing here, that is hi. Just I am writing hi here. So that means inside if statement, I mean, here we have a concept that is indentation guys. Indentation in the sense, instead of writing this print statement below of if or else left, starting from left, we are trying to taking one tab space. One tab space in the sense equal to four spaces. So for that, we can inside our format, we can able, I mean, not inside format, so inside options, you can able to find configurations of ideally. There you can see. So indentation in the sense. So here they are suggesting something to us. So here I have four. No. That's not three letters. Indentation in the sense in indentation width here specifying indentation width Python standard. By default, their Python developer specifies indentation is equal to four spaces. If you want to alter that one, you can do that. So here it is a four now. If you want to alter this space, you can alter. If you want to alter this one, you can alter. Otherwise, you just go with Python standards. So by default, Python will provide indentation is equal to four spaces. That means one tab space. So here I'm not going to update, I mean changing these changes guys. If you want, you can update. Otherwise, you just ignore. So inside options, you can get configuration ideally. There you can configure everything. If you want to configure font style, I mean font size, you can able to change. If you want to change font, I mean font family, you can able to do that. If you want to change something, keys or highlights or something, background colors or everything, you can do. Even for each and every function, I mean actually for keywords we have in Python, they are specifying something colors. If you want to alter, you just go this one clearly. Okay, otherwise just ignore. Okay, here when I press the colon, it is trying to providing indentation. That means indentation in the sense it build, I mean inside if actually I have only one statement. Again I want to write one more statement inside. Then after this end of the statement, I'm pressing keyword again, that is enter. Here again it is trying to, I mean here my cursor existed in below of print only. It's not existed below of if. So here that means I can able to write one more statement also here. That means, so if condition followed by colon, then inside if block I have, now I have two different statements. That is, one is hi, another one is the hello. One is hi, another one is hello. Now I want to write a statement outside of this if. I want to write a statement outside of if. If in case if you want to write one more statement here, you just start writing here. Otherwise, if you want to write a statement outside of this if, then you just press backspace. Backspace. Now we can start writing here. That is print of I am existed outside of if. So instead of hi, here I will specify I am existed inside of if block. So here I'm writing a statement. So inside if block, I have two statements. One is the I am existed inside of if, another one is the hello. Then outside of this if statement, I have only one, that is I am existed outside of if. So if this condition is true, how many statements will execute, guys? I'm going to save in this file. So for that, you just press Ctrl S. So I'm saving all these inside. So I'm saving this file with the name of condition ones, cond1 I'm giving. So when I execute this one, I mean this one, Python interpreter will execute three statements. No, three statements it will execute. So this condition, first Python interpreter will check first statement. The first condition it will check. So if 4 less than 6 condition is true, so that if, Python interpreter will, I mean program execution will enter inside the block. There it will execute print of something we have. So it will print as it is. Then after print, so we have one more statement inside block, so that it will print that one also. Then after this there is no statement, so that Python execution will come out from if. Then inside end of this program we have one more statement, so that it will execute third one also. So for your clarity, you just run module. Here we are getting something. I am existed inside if I am existed inside if, then hello, then I am existed outside of this if. Total 3 statements are executing. Then I want to make this one, I want to change this statement, condition like this. In this case, how many statements will execute, guys? Just I am altering my statement, condition, that is 14 less than 6. If of 14 less than 6, in this case, how many statements it will execute? 14 less than 6 I am giving. Absolutely, only one statement will execute, that is last one, that is this one. Because here inside if I have a condition that is 14 less than 6, so this condition is false. In this case, Python execution won't enter inside if block. It won't consider these 2 statements. It will ignore those. Then end of this program, there is a one statement that is I am existed outside of if. So you just check that result. I am existed outside of if. I am existed outside of if. So actually here, based on the intention only, this program will execute, guys. So you won't add spaces, guys. So here I'm getting something now. Here I'm getting, when I click on print of hello, I'm getting, my cursor existed below of if. In this case, if you will remove some spaces, I'm just going to adding 2 spaces. Instead of using 4 spaces, I'm adding 2. That means I reduced 4 to 2. Here I'm writing, here I'm starting writing, that is hi. In this case, what will happen, guys? I'm not following Python rules. Actually, for keeping statements inside if, we have to use indentation. That means 4 spaces we have to provide. Now, these first 2 statements existed inside block, then last one will existed in outside of the if block. But this one, print of hi, is not existed inside if block, or at the same way it's not existed inside program also. It won't execute. We will get error. You see here, when I run this program, here I'm getting. So it's asking save this file. I'm saving. And just observe this error. Indent does not match any outer indentation level. Indentation in the sense, here we are getting that error, guys. You just observe this red one. So here print of hi, that means this statement is not existed, is not following indentation. That means it's not existed inside the block, or else it's not existed outside of this one also. In this case, you have to remember even single space also. So here in this case we are getting now I'm going to giving 4 spaces. Instead of giving 4, I'm adding 2 more spaces, guys. Now what will happen, guys? In this case, it will easy to accept. No, in this case also Python interpreter won't accept. So see here, when I run this program, run module, here we are getting something unexpected indent. That is, here we have 2 more spaces. 2 spaces are existed here. So that for getting exact result, you have to remove spaces. Now it will work because there is no spaces here, guys. Now it will work. Same way I'm writing here. Now in this case, how many statements will execute, guys? I'm saving this file like this. Now Vasudeva Reddy, 14 less than 6 is the condition. In this case, how many statements will execute? Absolutely, only 2 statements will execute, because condition is false, right? Condition is false, so that it won't consider, interpreter won't consider these 2. It will consider only these 2 statements, because these 2 statements, print of hi and print of I am existed outside of if, these 2 are existed outside if block, so that it will execute. Even you can provide space like this, it won't show any error. In this case, you can't add spaces only, guys. If you want to provide a new line, then there is no issue, it will accept. But spaces won't consider, spaces not considerable here. I'm running this file, then it is asking to save this file. I'm saving. Now I'm getting hi, I am existed outside of if. I hope it is clear now what indentation uh, will play here. Indentation is important here in Python programming, guys, because we are not going to using flower bases. For that reason, you have to use indentation. Okay, that is over. Now we will see second one is what? If is over. For executing single statement, we will go with if. Now I have to check else case also. So if this condition is true, then we are printing these two, then these statements belongs to program, so that we are getting 4. If in case if this condition is false, in that case I want to choose something. So for that case I'm going to commenting all these guys. Actually I did not discuss about comment lines, right? So in Python programming also we have two different types of comment lines, guys. Those are single line and multi-line. So for single line we have to use hashes. So if you want to comment a single line, then you will use hash one, guys. For single line we will use hash. For multi-line we have to use statements like this. Either starts with 3 double quotations. If you will start commenting from 3 double quotations, you have to use like this. Then closing also you have to specify 3 double quotations. You have to start multi-line, I mean for multi-line you have to use either, I mean starting from 3 double quotations or 3 single quotations. If you are started with 3 double quotations, then you have to close the statement with 3 double quotations only. In case if you are started with 3 single quotations, then you have to close 3 single quotations only, guys. Don't do mistake. Now here I commented all lines. For commenting more multiple lines, we have to go with multi-line comment lines. For single line you have to go, you just go hash only. That is over. Now we will see if else statement. If is over, I will see if else. So if else in the sense, so for this if else I'm writing something. If of I'm giving 5 less than 6, 5 less than 6 I'm giving, then condition followed by colon, that's mandatory. Then here I am going to printing something, that is print of I'm going to printing true I am printing. That means sorry, true I am printing. So if this statement is, if this condition is true, I want to print true. Otherwise if that statement is false, then I have to like this. Even here also you have to specify colon, guys. Actually in C programming else followed by flower base we will use, but in Python wherever you see you can you have to keep flower bases. Just remember we have to keep colons there, else colon. Then here also indentation will be followed, guys. Print of print of false, print of false. So if this condition is true, I will print true. If this condition is false, we have to print false. Then you just observe run module. If this condition is true, we'll get statement is true. If in case if we will write condition like this 52, in this case condition is false, so that in execution will enter inside else block. There inside else block I have only one statement, that is false. It will print false statement. So if you want to write more than one statement here, you can able to write, that is print of. If this condition is true, I want to print a statement like this, big. I want to print statement like this. Even if this condition is false, here also I want to print something, that is, I mean small something. Just I am trying to keeping a message here, guys. Small. If this condition is true, I want to print it is a big. Actually here as per this statement, we will get small. False and small we will get. Sir, near if space mandatory. So here it's not mandatory, guys. Right now we are using parenthesis now, so that there is no need to specify gap. If in case if you are if there is no parenthesis, then you have to provide space. In this case you have to provide space between if and condition. If you are going to using parentheses if of like that, then there is no need to provide space. Even if you will provide space, then there is no issue in that case only. So run module, it is asking save this file. Then false and small, because condition is what here, 52 less than 6, condition is false now, so that inside execution will enter inside this block. So inside else I have two different statements, one is the print of false, another one is a small. That's it about if else statement, guys. If else statements. So we can able to implement same concept for finding biggest of two numbers. Actually every time I think you don't know how to read a values from user, right? Actually till now we are using static values. So instead of using 52 and 66, I want to read values from user. For that case we have a special method in Python, that is input. Say suppose I'm going to reading a is equal to input. So for that I need max 5 to 10 minutes time, guys, because we have to know which kind of value we are reading something. Shall I take 10 more minutes, guys? Right now 4 to time. Shall I take 5 more minutes? Then that is easy for me to give more clarity. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Just 5 minutes, Janam, guys. So I'm going to commenting these statements also, and just going to commenting this example also. So for commenting, for multi-line comments, I'm starting single quotations now. Then I have to close single quotations also. Now I want to read values. Read values. So read values from user. For that, a is equal to input is the method. So this input method will work like as a both print and printf and scanf, guys. So if you want to show anything, if you want to show a message to user, you have to specify like this: input of enter a. If you want to show a message to user, inside within quotations, you have to show like this: enter a number. Enter a number. Just the I want to show this message to user, so that I kept inside. Uh, okay, okay, I can understand you. Just 2 minutes, 2 3 minutes enough, guys. Otherwise, you may proceed. I will explain by tomorrow also. No worry. Okay, just I want to show a message to user, that is enter a number. I mean, this input method will try to display this one to user. At the same time, this input method will wait for users input. If user will give something, then this input method will store that value inside a. Now we will see type of that value. Just I want to print type of that value. Type of Just I want to print type of that a. Instead of, I mean, I want to print a along with type of a. I want to print users given value, and then I want to print type of that value also I want to print. So that I'm saving this file. Run module. So input method will try to, I mean, as per my words, this input method first will display this message for user. Then only user can understand we have to enter something. So it won't execute. I mean, these Python programming not going to second statement, guys. These based on, I mean, for these based on this input method, here this program execution waiting for users input. When I give something, so it is here I'm showing enter a number, right? So that I'm giving 45. Users can understand easily this statement, so that user enters value 45. Now we just check what is the type of this value, guys. User giving 45, that is integer, we know that. But Python interpreter considering what? That is string type. In the sense, by default this input method will consider value belongs to string only. Whatever the value will enter, either it is string, either it is number, either it is a, I mean, integer, either it is a float, whatever it is, Python this input method will treat that value as a string only. So it will consider as a string. So for getting exact input, we have to perform a typecasting. Say suppose I want to read exact input, guys. Exact integer value I want to read. So that for making typecasting, here I will write like this: int of will specify a type of int of a. So it's better to use, like, instead of this you will get confused. While getting value from user, I want to convert it. That means before storing inside a, I want to convert that value. So that I'm calling int of inside int method, I'm keeping entire input method, guys. While getting value from user, I'm trying to converting that, then I'm storing inside a. So that means if this input method will read something value as a string, then this int method will convert that string value from string value to integer. Then it will store inside a. Print of a, that is a value type belongs to integer. Save this one. You just save this one. So now it is asking it is asking something something entire value. I'm giving 23. In this case, 23 is while reading, I mean after reading this input method, we are trying to we kept that entire input method inside int, so that int method will convert that string value to integer, then it will store inside a. Now conversion is over. Conversion is over. Actually, in this statement, 23 is a string only. After keeping inside int, that 23 will converted from string to integer. Then same way we can able to convert value from string to float also. For that case, we have to use, instead of int we will use float statement, guys. For your clarity, sorry. For your clarity, so here I'm commenting this one. I'm just copy the statement, then I'm going to commenting this one, then again I'm writing. For converting string to float, for getting float value, we have to use float method. Sorry, float method we have. Even this int is also a keyword. Even this put is also a keyword. So here we are using these keywords for converting. For converting to perform typecasting, we are going to use it. Now we can observe. I'm saving this file, executing this one, run module. Then I'm giving value 56.45. In this case, 56.45 is a float value. Even if you will enter, even if you can enter integer value, just I'm going to giving integer value, that is 78. In this case you will get value 78.0, because while reading that value by using input, we kept in, I mean we are applying float method, so that reason it will convert string to float value. Same way we can use str also. For converting we have a number of ways, guys. Str is a method. By default, input, by using input method we are getting str, so that there is no need to convert that. Then we have a list conversion. We can able to use list conversion, tuple conversion, something. When you will get the data Python dictionaries, then you will get more clarity, guys. I hope it is clear now how to read a value, how to read a value in Python, then how to make a conversion, how to read exact integer, how to read exact floating value. I hope there is no issue, right?